Hello my Taurus friends, I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a video about the Wheel of Fortune. Now, we all love this card in tarot because it means time of positive change, new spirals, new things happening, spirals upwards into consciousness, understanding, all those sorts of things. But, yeah, there's a but. If this is to spin before divinely timed, if that could happen, if it was to spin right now, like you see it in the readings, and like, oh man, I hear, when is my Wheel of Fortune going to spin? When is this going to happen? When am I going to get my miracles? When? Well, if it was to spin right now, let's take a look and see what might happen. So it may not be great. It might be great, but it may not be, because at times when the Wheel of Fortune spins, there are lessons that have not been learned, things that have not been dealt with, and perhaps the divine's giving you time to deal with those before you head into the rest of your life, before you head into the rest of the new cycle, before, whichever. You'll have to take it as it resonates. But if this Wheel of Fortune was to spin right now, let's see what would happen. Let's see, are you ready? Let's find out just what the divine wants to teach you here about the Wheel of Fortune. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. So, someone feels that their safety lies in the fact of finances, of riches, of wealth, of fortune, of money. But your true safety lies in the capacity to align with the love of the universe. So, that is definitely a huge lesson that the divine is teaching some of my Taurus friends out there. Some of you might say, well, I have all the fortune I need. I have all the this I want. If you didn't, and something happened and you lost it all, would you still feel safe without your 3D world comforts around? Do you think that you'd be taken care of? I hear somebody say, when I say that, I hear somebody ask, well, I don't know if I have enough friends, or I don't know if I have a lot of people that love me. Well, you do. Obviously, you must. Everybody has people that love you. True question is, do you believe the divine loves you enough to protect you in all circumstances? I choose love no matter what. Somebody here needs to get... I'm not going to... Never mind. I guess I am going to say it. Okay. Someone here needs to have a clearer understanding of the fact that love is definitely the foundation for life. Not all of my Tauruses are in that mindset right now. Perhaps with everything going on in the world, you're struggling. You fear loss, you fear all these sorts of things, but do we have enough trust and understand how much the universe loves us, how much the divine loves us, how much we are protected from all types of harm, and how all of this in the world, in the wheel, everything is happening for our highest good, especially when it affects your money and the place you live, the roof over your head. That's not easy. That's not easy. It wouldn't even be easy for me. I believe in I'm worthy of feeling good. Do you? Do you believe you're worthy of feeling good? Or do you believe that's something you actually have to fight for? Because that's the sense I'm getting here. That my Taurus friends believe that in order to feel good, you need to have all those creature comforts. You need to have stability mentally and emotionally. But love is truly what brings those things to fruition. You can have all of the riches and wealth, stability in the world, but if you have not love, what do you have? True manifestations are powered by service and love. So perhaps there's a situation you've been lacking a little love in. I choose love. The divine is teaching you to choose love no matter what circumstance you're in, and that loving somebody can feel good. How do I feel loved when I feel slapped in the face? by my manifestations I've manifested so far. How do I feel good? How do I feel loved? Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. You see, this is about so many things. Man, I just had a wealth of communication run through my brain. So there's something to do with getting yourself in a good feeling place and doing whatever it takes to get there. And it's about maybe even hurting other people's feelings, you know, in spite of your own, and putting yourself first. This is a lot about self-love and about honoring how you want to feel, and that manifestations don't just come in service, power and service of love to others. They come also as are powered by service and love to you, to the divine being that you are. Let's get this more communication on this tarot. Let's get some tarot on this. What was this card? My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. That's where true safety happens. You could be dealing with going into hermit mode to a certain extent right now to try and figure out what went wrong in a soul contract. Or did it go wrong? Something tells me it went all completely right and needed to go down exactly the way it did. And you will see in hindsight why that is when this Wheel of Fortune spins. Absolutely, there's been conflict. Look at that, the Five of Wands. Not just conflict out in your outer world or competition for who has the most, who gets the say, who's the boss. There's been a control fight of epic proportions, it seems, with some of my Tauruses. And they're bringing it across as fun. Whoever it is bringing it across as fun. It's like Sagittarius, Aries and Leo energy here, mostly Sag energy, but we have Sagittarius in the South Node right now. You'll have to look that up, what that means exactly, because I'm not an astrologer. But anyways, there will be something happened here with communication or competition. You felt too much fight, too much whichever, and you needed to align with love for self. And you could have been dealing with a fire sign child, but the older child, I'd say, perhaps even dealing with a fire sign younger child. There's communication coming in, or an ingenious idea about how to handle something that has to do with a guilt that you're putting on yourself. It's like, I don't feel bad about this at all, but somewhere in your soul, it's like, it really hurts to have to have done what you did, but you know that you chose self-love here, and love for you know that you chose right. It's like you were in competition, but see, going into hangman mode to find clarity, because even in choosing this love, my true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Even in doing that and choosing love for self, even if you had to put somebody else out, you are you're in a temporary prison, even though you feel better emotionally, but your soul feels like responsible. Your soul in some way feels responsible. It's a temporary prison of self-undoing, I want to say. My Taurus friends, you've had a rough time of it. I don't know when this is going to spin, but damn, when this is going to spin, it's going to be a big frickin' deal. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. Whatever it takes to make that happen, perhaps I believe it's something to do with loving yourself here. Yeah, definitely something to do with your children. This could also feeling reminiscent about the past and nostalgic about how easy things used to be, and having to be the strong person now, and or this could also be with younger family members, but be the stronger person now and all that sort of stuff, and put up with this fight and deal with this crap and all this sort of shit. I'm worthy of feeling good is what the Divine's trying to teach you here, and there will be communication coming in from a distance, I'd say within the next 8 days. Possibly from a child, and it's a victory. Someone may have had a victory in some sort of way, and it makes you feel amazing because you're starting to realize on the outset of it that doing what was best for you, and in turn best for whomever else you're dealing with here, brought about a victory, and then you can celebrate with them instead of be in the war against them. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. So regardless of if maybe whatever you were involved in here you did for money, or you whichever that left you in an absolute fight or battle. Perhaps you thought, well, I could really use the money, so you took something on, and then you realized it wasn't worth the money because, man, I'm telling you, the battle was not worth the battle. And feeling good is far better than being in that negative, competitive energy where you can never win and you're always made out to be the bad guy. Someone has a natural art for victimizing you and gets off on it, is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm getting here. So divine movement forward, I choose love no matter what. Divine movement forward, the Chariot. So there's something here about divine movement forward, balance. This is fast forward movement. So trying to find balance amidst acknowledgement and recognition. This victory that comes in here, someone could be recognizing you for the value that you are or what you did, even though back then they'd have cursed you for it. Someone could be dealing with a Cancer. There's your guys' energy, divine movement forward for the Empress. Something that you started 3 months ago in your mind or your mind's eye could bear fruit in the next 6 months. And it's not going to, this whole process is like a birthing process. It's not been easy. Birthed into the brand new and standing for yourself, standing up for yourself. Look at that. The fast forward movement for the Empress, the birth, here's the canal, here's the birth canal. Man, I'm telling you, it's the end of that cycle. End of that cycle, you were heading into a beautiful, beautiful time of victory and well wishes and love. Someone is going to see what you did. You can't imagine it now. There's no way you can imagine it now. But it may even come in a snide way, I'm getting. Someone may say to you, well, you know, when you did that to me or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I've got a better place now and I'm happier now. And you're like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. The star cards see healing and a wish granted. There's an end of a cycle coming, or that you just finished, which is absolutely a wish granted. And the divine needed to take you through all of this so that you could step into Empress energy. Fast forward movement, elevation, acknowledgement for what? Your efforts and job well done. Sitting in Empress energy, ending a cycle, stepping through this portal into absolute healing. Wishes granted from the divine. Someone wished upon a star. Yeah, they did. You have poured your emotions into things. You have put all this energy into things, and nothing bared enough fruit, which is why you went down this trajectory in the first place, was to help bring, say, finances or whichever into the home, but then it ended up turning the home or the whatever job situation, whatever it was, upside down. And you had to take a stand and bring yourself back to love and understanding that sometimes the tough love is the best love. Even for self. Tough love is the money isn't the everything. Communication coming in and out. This is more Sagittarian energy. Someone you know very well may be dealing with or having Sagittarius strongly in their chart, fire energy strongly in their chart, but This person coming is coming to bring you news or coming to say something about this wish granted that's happening here. Is this my Taurus energy coming to bring communication? Just quick communication of a wish granted and an exciting new revelation and change. No, it's communication coming in. That's there's a healing and a wish granted by stepping through this portal, and then I believe communication comes in that you may need to really think about, whatever this communication is. Man, have you been through it? Yeah, whatever it is, whoever's communicating, I see you turning your back on that because you find your ships coming in elsewhere. And my friends, I'm going to tell you right now, after this communication comes in and there's been a little bit of time of healing, so I don't feel this has happened for you yet, but I'm telling you, look at that, turning your back because you feel your ships are coming in, and then what? The Wheel of Fortune spins. And what happens? I'm just going to pull a card from the top of the deck here. Look at that. When you show love to self, that's when your love shows up. That's when your love shines out. That's when your counterpart can find you. You had to go through all of this to show love for you, to stand up for you, and to show that you are worthy and valued and love yourself enough. Wow. My Taurus friends. Now, that is such a beautiful message. Look at this again. Let's read this. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Standing up for self, standing up for what's right, standing up for all of those things. When you turn your back on nothing, on everything that does not look like that, we do not compromise unless it leads to love. Unless it leads to a loving outcome, we refuse to compromise, period. That is when you turn your back on the situation and your ships come in. Wheel of Fortune spins and your divine counterpart shows the frig up. Damn. Tell me, I'm going to pull a middle of the card deck about this. Oh, it's taken a damn hell long time, huh? Damn long time. And man, did you go through the ringer. But I am telling you, this is absolute reward from the divine. Look at this. Look at this. Moving forward. Divine movement forward. Towards what? The end of a cycle. You are birthing into a new cycle, my friends, and wishes are going to come true. Healing is going to happen. Communication coming in. You will take 4 days, about 4 days to think about, and you'll turn your back. I believe you'll turn your back on the whole thing, and your Wheel of Fortune will spin. You'll say, nope, I'm not dealing with that crap anymore. I am not going by anyone's standards than what I have been taught and what the divine has taught me love is. I am not doing it. If it does not look like the love the divine has taught me love is, ain't happening. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by the angels. So I knew this had to do with children. You feel in your soul over here somewhere right now that it was so hard for you to make this decision. So hard. But man, I'm telling you, are the rewards coming in. And that child, whomever you're dealing with, at some point, I promise you, you may not see it now, but I promise you, there will be thanks and appreciation for what happened and when it happened, and the fact that you stood up in love for yourself. Your child has learned through you to do exactly that in their life. Wow. My Taurus friends, y'all a bunch of rock stars this month. Whew. Damn, that is a powerful reading. Gosh, I hope it resonates. I love you so much. I'll talk to you again soon. Blessings.